I learn more and more about this software and autopilot every day, and it just becomes more and more killer. Let's look at the log of that flight I flew today. That log generated 113,306 data points. And you can graph some of them. Let's look at voltage. There you go. Started out at 16.6, 16.8. Went down nicely. No, just nice and smooth all the way to RTL. You can see the bulk of the flight was in stabilized mode. Stabilized, a little bit alt hold. This should actually be loiter, I bet. Rest was stabilized, and at the 14-minute, almost 15-minute mark, I fail-safed on battery. Look at the current for that same time period. 200 watts up to 250, spiked here at 300. Those motors will take 380, which is above this graph. So that's all cool. Let's look at GPS. Actually, let's look at the IMU data. This is one of the gyros for the x-axis. Remember on the video I almost ran into the bush and had to really lean on it right here. But you can see the vibration in that gyros. Pretty good. Here's another one on the y-axis. I had lots of right to lefts. And on the z-axis, there wasn't too much turning right and left until it did the RTL at the end. That's why that z shows up so much. This is the accelerometers on the x-axis. Accelerometers on the y-axis. Accelerometers on the z-axis. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I was looking through some of these earlier. Oh well, I have to become more familiar with this. I wonder what the status of the GPS was constant over the 15 minutes. Number of satellites was as high as 13 and as low as 9. And you can see it sort of changed around during the time. The average basically was 11 satellites locked up. There's just a bunch of stuff, and of course you can go through each perimeter down through here one by one if you needed to. So that's just something I was going to show you that I thought was pretty cool. Have a good one.